All right, so in this video, I wanted to cover my top 10 sneaker pickups from 2022. Hopefully you guys are having a good day out there, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. So Nike released a list of the top 10 sneakers pickups that you could have copped from sneakers this last year. I literally didn't hit any of the top 10 from sneakers. Leave a comment in the comment section, how many of the top 10 did you guys actually hit? I only ended up with 2 pairs of the top 10. However, I didn't get either pair of those from sneakers, which is kind of crazy. So my sneakers luck was completely terrible this last year. Hopefully you guys did better than myself. But I did want to give you guys a top 10 list of the actual sneakers that I did pick up. And I had a lot of pairs that I tried on my feet and wore and checked out. In fact, here is a really quick recap of all of them, over 240 pairs. It was quite an eventful year, even though I didn't get all of the hype sneakers that ended up releasing. And some of the hype sneakers would have made my top 10 list if I did actually secure a pair. Lobster Dunks as one of them. Lost and Founds is another. Either the Travis Scott 1 Lows would have been on my list as well. But, you know, sometimes you win some, you lose some, and I didn't get any of those ones. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the top 10 pickups that I actually did end up getting. The first one is the most recent one, or one of the most recent ones that I ended up getting, and that's a Bodega New Balance 9060. If you guys saw my unboxing of these shoes, you guys know that I really like these. Like, it was one of those shoes that I saw pictures, I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool. But then when I got them in hand, I was like, okay, I definitely like these. I like them better than like the Joe Fresh goods that I just recently got as well. And I might even like them a little bit better than the Slahy Bemberries. They're really nice. But I do have a review on the Slahy Bemberries coming soon. Any which way, the 9060 model is really nice. Made them look really good with quality materials and different gauges of mesh. It was just a really well put together pair of sneakers, great colorway, and one that definitely resonated. So number 10 spot for myself. Number 9 spot goes to the Dizigotic Cheech and Chong release. Every element of the shoe was crafted so well, and I love the idea of mismatched sneakers in general. So they just mismatched them just perfectly, in my opinion. And you have elements of Cheech and Chong on the other one, and you have elements of their cars from the movies and all these other cool things that are Easter eggs inside of these sneakers. It's a really solid colorway and a very nice presentation, which is why, again, it resonated with me in number 9 spot on my pickups this year. Number 8 spot is going to go to the Air Jordan 1 Taxi. As you can see, it really has like shattered backboard sort of vibes to it, the color blocking. But it's a really nice one, and the materials are pretty decent on here as well. Honestly, Air Jordan 1 High in this colorway I think is really fantastic. And I would hope that they release this color blocking in every single color. I would probably buy every single one of them. But really like this release from this year, number 8 spot. Number 7 spot for myself goes to the Concepts Heavy Air Max 1s. These things are my favorite of the 3 colors that dropped. And all of them are inspired off of Woodstock, which I think is a really cool thing. Bandanas, acid wash jeans, the flowers and the cows from the past years because it was out in an open field. Really great concept in my mind, pun intended, and this was a fun one and one that I really enjoyed. Number 6 spot's going to go to the Social Status and Penny 1 collaboration. Now there's the Penny 1 and then there's the Penny 2, and they did 2 different colorways of each, and I actually have all 4 of them. It was a really cool release, and I love what Social Status did with the collaboration. It's kind of like a new colorway, but it's also reminiscent of the old colorways, and then the materials are really nice on them as well. You also have the removable swoosh on the first version, and even though it's kind of a sleeper collaboration, I'm a fan of Penny Hardaway, but one of my favorite shoes of all time is like the Penny Foamposite, so I'd love to see a Social Status Penny Foamposite coming. If they ever had that coming out, that'd be ridiculously awesome. But I love what they did with all 4 of these colorways, and the fact that they released them and there wasn't this mainstream hype. It was actually something that helped me gravitate towards them even more. All right, so the number 5 spot is actually going to go to a pretty functional pair of sneaker boots, and that is the Adidas Terrex Free Hiker 2 Gore-Tex version. I've worn these ones a ton, man. I actually brought a pair of these to Utah in the snow. When it snowed in Oregon, going out and walking through the ice and stuff, I was using these as well. It's a really nice sneaker boot. It's very water resistant with the Gore-Tex, but it's really easy to slip on as well. It ended up being the sneaker boot that I went to anytime I needed something a little bit higher than a low top version. Really like the way they feel. The boost on the midsole is just perfect. Honestly, for a boot, it's like the most comfortable like sneaker boots pretty much on the market. And there's quite a few of them out there, but this one has the right amount of squish feel underneath, stability with the waterproof upper and everything that the Terrex Free Hiker already offers. like this is the newer version of that, and retails like $230, but I was posting them on sale for in the hundreds and stuff when they were dropping in price. And hopefully we'll find another sale, and I'll be posting as soon as I do, because I think it's honestly, the more people I can turn on to the Terrex Free Hiker line, especially the Gore-Tex, it's definitely one of those things where it just ends up staying in your rotation if you live in an area where it's wet or rainy or snowy. All of those things it works great in. So transitioning from waterproof shoes to shoes that look like water, we have the number 4 spot, the Nike Air Kukini, and this is a retro of a pair that I have the OG of in the back. I'll do a detailed review on these still. I have not made that video as of yet, but this is just such an awesome colorway, an awesome shoe, to be honest. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea because it's just super crazy looking, but I remember these when they originally came out, and I absolutely loved them then. Had a couple different colorways then, and then now that they've retroed, I got a couple more colorways because they're just sitting out there. They're not going anywhere. The prices are about $140 on these things. But honestly, I was like, this is the colorway that I really, really love. They do fit snug though, so I went up to a size 10 instead of a 9, and I'm so happy that I got them back in rotation. They're actually super comfortable on feet, even in 2023. But this Kukini, I still don't even know the proper way to say it. I absolutely love this model from back in the day, and I'm so geeked that they finally brought it back. But this will be a fun video because I'll kind of go over like the use case of this model and why when Nike brings back a model and retros them, like they just end up burning it out really, really quickly instead of just slowly producing something and creating any sort of demand on the model. I mean, it just gets people like myself that wanted the shoe back then excited because I was able to get the shoe, but it doesn't really bring new heads into the mix the way that they release them. So anyway, food for thought, and I hopefully will have a little bit more covering my thoughts on the way Nike retros like older releases like these that nobody really cares about. But this is an OG colorway. Happy that I got them back. All right, so number 3 spot on my personal pickup list that I absolutely love. This is the New Balance Fuel Cell Super Comp Trainer, and I've talked a lot about this shoe. If you saw my most recent video, top 10 most comfortable sneakers, this was the number 1 spot. It's just an unbelievably great shoe. This one's super dirty. I need to get a new colorway still. I got the wide version, fits 9.5 true to size, but then I get the wide version, and then these things are just amazing. It's such a crazy, soft, squishy pair of sneakers, and a great one for running as well. But all around, casual is great. This is my like go-to vacation type sneaker right here. Really, really love this one and highly recommended if you guys want something insanely good, insanely soft and squishy on feet. This is like probably the best thing that you're going to be able to find. One of my favorites, at least. And I've done a lot of comparison videos with comfort sneakers. This is the only one on my top 10 list that I wanted to put in for top 10 favorites because there's obviously a lot of other sneakers out there. But an absolute beast. If you guys want to buy a pair of them, I'll link them in the description over to New Balance's website. I believe they're about $180, but well worth it in my opinion. Unbelievably good. Number 2 spot on my list goes to the Aimamaniere Air Jordan 2. The Air Jordan 4 didn't really make my top 10 pickup list. It made my top 10 sneakers of the year. I could appreciate it and stuff, but obviously what my personal pickups are is a little bit different. So this is a tremendous shoe still. One of my favorite shoes of the year. I think that this is an incredible release. The color blocking is pretty much perfect on here. Love the leather wrap midsole and kind of just every element of the upper and the wax laces. And the shoe is just beautiful in my opinion. And they did a great job on this release. Even though the Air Jordan 2 has like not been everybody's favorite, they've tried to bring it back in a couple different versions. Didn't really work very well, but this one is my favorite for sure of the 2s that release, and one of my favorite Jordans of the year as well, and one of my favorite pickups, as you could see in this video. So number 2 spot, Air Jordan 2 Aimamaniere. All right, so before we get into the number 1 spot, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. And then also some of my runner-ups that I didn't mention. The Nike LeBron 9 Big Bang is a runner-up. Love that shoe. The fact that I got those back again is super major. Also, the New Balance 990 V6, amazing shoe. A most comfortable 990 pair in my opinion, but a really, really nice addition to the sneakers as well, and something that I plan on wearing more and doing like a follow-up review on. Also, New Balance 1080 V12, another one that I've mentioned a million times that I absolutely love. But in this video, we're talking about pickups, and the number 1 pickup for myself goes to this pair right here. We have the Korea Air Jordan 3s. Now, this is a really special purchase for myself. I bought these mid-year. Shout out to Seth Fowler and Achman. Basically, I bought these because I did a sock collaboration with Seth that was very heavily themed on the Korean flag. And honestly, I was like, you know what? Any profits or proceeds I make from these socks, I'm gonna actually put them towards a grail pickup for myself. So that's what I ended up doing, and I picked up a pair, as you can see, with the Korean flag on the tongue. This is kind of one of those pairs that means a lot to me. For those people that don't know, I'm adopted from Korea. And so these are just like a representation of my heritage. It was a way that I could throw a little nod in and just show some appreciation from where I am from. The colorway is pretty nice. Honestly, the materials aren't anything super, super crazy. It's not worth $1,000, $2,000 or anything like that, the way that the shoe is put together. All other Air Jordan 3s that are like $190 to $225 put together the same way for the most part. The other ones might even have better leather and suede and stuff than this one has. This is just very generic-ish feeling, but it's the symbolism of what the shoe is and everything else that really makes me excited to be able to own a pair of them, and that's why this one is the #1 spot for my pickups. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and leave some comments in the comment section. What are your favorite pickups from 2022? Leave like maybe your top 3 that you ended up getting, and I appreciate y'all for stopping by and watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you back for some more sneaker videos on my channel. Again, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, and hopefully we'll see you back. All right, peace guys.